What's up? It's your boy Carcino here saying good morning, good night, what have you. Whatever the time of day it is for you around the world. Now, everyone's tripping over this Treach interview he did when he came out and defended himself against the allegations that was made in a book that I told you about 2 years ago that had him looking crazy. And this Pepa story about her life. Now, Pepa talked about details and things that were going on in her life. And I've never read the book, so I can't tell you everything that's in it. I can just tell you the results of what came from the book. Some of the details that came from the book was the fact Pepa listed him as a abuser, basically. Pulling her by her hair and all of these different inserts that was put in the book. The industry that used to bring Treach out for different events and all of these different things with the Me Too movement and everything, the way Hollywood was changing, this affected a lot of financial business for Treach and made it very hard for him to get work. And I tried to explain that to people around the world, that these incidents were not positive for him, and he was very adamantly saying that these were lies and things that were drawn out, and she definitely knew they were lies and it wasn't true. They might have had a couple of incidents where people were pushed, but she was hitting him back. That I do know. She was hitting on him in a lot of the instances. And a lot of the instances was a bunch of arguing and throwing things. Wasn't physically beating her like that. No. And this is from what I was heard and what was told. Now, Pepa, I knew a lot about her story through people that know her. Like, she was hanging with, like, serious people. Like, she met a very serious human being at a movie theater. And she was salt and pepper, performing, dancing. He was just a hood Negro who was just talking hood to her. She felt it and went back to what is called the trap house now with him that same night. And this is when she was salt and pepper dancing, pump it, successful rap group. And you at a trap house with a dude you just met. That was Pepa. So when Will Smith, who was trying to court her to be his girlfriend, going on long walks with her, doing all that, she wasn't feeling that. That had no effect on Pepa. And she was like, man, looking back on it, I probably should have done that. Because now she's probably at the stage in her life where that is impressive to her. That means something. See, people go through life and they're not ready for certain things when they happens. It's product of how they were raised, how they were brought up. Now she'll be more appreciative of things. It's like when you're younger and somebody is showing you some artwork or something like that, and you don't appreciate this. This time wasting for you. You're young. This is just going too slow. But you get older and you appreciate things. You look at things now when you're passing them when you drive. Before you wouldn't even pay attention to them. Now you stop and kind of check it out, see what's going on. That's the nature of growth and, maturity and getting older. So it makes more sense. Makes a lot more sense in the long run. But you'll understand soon enough. So Treach just recently got married, and congratulations to Treach. He found his soulmate, married his longtime girlfriend, and he's happy. He's in a good place. Pepa was at the wedding. His daughter was in the wedding. She came there, she hugged him. They're in a good place. Now, they're trying to do a Salt and Pepper movie. And, of course, they want to write Treach as this bullying guy who was dominant in her life as a nuisance. They were married for 10 years. Was it toxic? Yeah. Both people had no idea what it was like or what marriage should be. They got married based off lust. They came off their honeymoon to hosting the Source Awards. Straight off the honeymoon. So it was toxic when they were dating, everything. Now Treach revealed on the Breakfast Club in front of their daughter, who doesn't know anything about any of this. They learn about their mother and some other girl. Why are they hitting me up? She got to learn on the Breakfast Club about her mom being with her dad, sleeping with her mom and some other girl. Now, I was being told that there's guys as well. Like, he would let the guys hit. Now, I've heard rumors about that. And that she had a relationship with another woman. Abuse is different than what other people would know. Treach has a son, her first child, and is with Marky D. And if you've ever met him and you see why they don't really show him as much, but if you see him, you would assume he's homosexual. Okay, so that's just an assumption. Some people say he's a little mentally slow or something, and then they don't like to showcase him a lot. I've seen him a couple of times. But, you can make your own assumptions. But it was said that Treach would, use abusive words to her to hurt her about the son. So it's more than one way to abuse someone. Especially if you know them and you know their targets, or their buttons, rather. You can hit them and they bring a reaction. Now, what I've known about this. Okay, what I've known about this. It's been rumored Queen Latifah got down with Pepa before. That rumor was going around probably, Was Queen the person? No. Treach and Queen Latifah, they came up basically together. Treach wrote damn near every song Queen Latifah has ever made. So, go from there. And as far as her messing around with Pepa, it happened. Allegedly. I mean, I heard about it. So it was, everybody just brush it off. But this is around the Set It Off time. When Set It Off came up, and then everybody was talking about it more frequently then. So who knows if it happened or if it actually happened. But we also heard Treach would go ahead and have his homeboys, some people that's close to him, allow them to sleep with his wife. While he sleeps with another girl in the same room. That's another rumor. Now, that's crazy to me. But I cannot tell you I have not seen that. They would go out and scope out women together. Like, ooh, you like her, baby? You want to get her? Let's get her. You like her? Yeah, let's go get her. So, it's nuts. It's not logical behavior. It's lustful behavior. That's not, I'm in love with you. That's, I'm in lust with you. And what happens in this situation was what happens in many other situations. One girl will start feeling a certain way, and there's rules to this thing that they really hadn't discussed. But others will start making decisions involving other women. The two girls get together without the guy, and he gets jealous. Or the guy will end up cheating with the other girl. And then the other girl, the wife, finds out, and it leads to problems. All of this is going to lead to problems, and it's going to lead to other issues. The other issue being that you cannot normally process yourself anymore. Meaning that you can't naturally control yourself. It doesn't get you to where you want to be. The regular way or being normal don't do it for you. It's got to be some type of exoticness. So to keep you happy, somebody who was just into you have to do some crazy stuff and involve themselves into that to try to satisfy you, to get you to where you want to be by experiencing more weirdness. When you keep going down this, even that weirdness that you're doing, you're going to get comfortable with it to the point where that doesn't do anything for you. So you got to get weirder. And you're going to have to get weirder. And then you're going to have to get weirder. So none of the regular stuff, that bores you now. Because you're basing it all off of lust. That's the demon. That's what's going to pull you down. And to bring this conversation up for the first time in front of your daughter, first time she's hearing this, is on the Breakfast Club. That's disgusting. Even for Treach. That's ridiculous, man. If I was Pepa, I would be super pissed that you would bring that up in front of our daughter. That is not the kind of thing you bring up in front of your child. And definitely not on the Breakfast Club. I understand you're hurt and everything else about the book. She's been walking things back as people trying to add things, producers, into the script of the Salt and Pepper movie about their lives. You know. Man, it's been so much drama going on within that group that it is what it is. It is what it is. So I don't have any like bad things to say about them. I just completely know that it is what it is. You heard what happened, and hey, it's all crazy. But this is why I tell you guys, and I ask you, do you love somebody or are you in lust? Okay? Because lust don't last. Love do. So don't forget to hit up my Cash App, which is Carcino. Or if you want to donate to the page, you can hit the link in the description box and donate and leave me a message in the Streamlab. I do read the messages over there. Y'all should know that by now. I'm out.